make sure we're counting names, listening to each other. Listen. This time, we take everything.
This time we take everything.
Are you ready for the Battle of Los Angeles? Excuse me. There's a lot of excitement in the room brewing because Fellow and Johnny are taking on Scrap and Hydra. Let's break down this matchup, starting with our LA team, shall we? They're wearing red today. They go by the name of the Thieves. And
Let me grab my jersey real quick.
Exactly, Al.
Okay.
Just hedging my bets, Al. Hedging my bets, Al. All right, let's take a look at the Thieves.
Guys, let's start with the LA team. They're both LA.
Hydra, Envoy, and Al's other ranked teammate turned professional gamer, Dan Ghosty.
Dan Ghosty. I mean, this team's been unreal. Across the board, statistically, like, there's not many things you can pick about them. They're the #1 S&T team, #1 control team. Their fundamentals and hardpoint, though, have been hurting them as of late. You're talking about losses to Toronto Ultra. Actually, all Toronto Ultra in their last 3 different times. So maybe a couple of areas to clean up there when it comes to those 1s and 4s. But across the board, dude, they look unreal.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, there's a couple maps that they would like to be a little cleaner, like Skyline Hardpoint. Obviously, they try to test it up against Toronto, just hasn't worked. Toronto in particular has been a hard matchup for them, but they square with them there. And then the Hossie, 7-6 on it, another map that they're hoping to improve in the hardpoint pool. And I'm going to go back to what Scrap said after the match one. Once again, like when they're down in those tough situations, they haven't been there a lot, so they're not that rehearsed in those moments. And you saw it once again. Going up against Toronto, you go down, they have a hard time getting out of it. So I guess that's the primary thing, like the small macro adjustments for LA Thieves here and out.
That's a look at the Thieves. Now for a look at the great team from LA. The Gentlemates, Alley Cat.
You say great. There hasn't been too much greatness from
They
LA
won a
Gentlemates,
championship at a major 4 years ago.
Thank you for that information. You know what I'll say are also on right now? They're on a 6 series loss streak, a 10 hardpoint loss streak. It's hard, man, because it's been nitty gritty. Some of these matches have been close. You're talking about 50-point games against Boston Breach, Vancouver Surge, but like when it comes to closing out, they got round 11s, round 9s, but it's something about the later half of these games that they just cannot lock up.
Can you still consider this the same team? Like, how much have you seen from this squad to judge them in?
I mean, they've still been bad. I will say the bright side is like Johnny, it looks like he got a staple in him.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought he should have been in the league to start the year. Like, the kid's incredible in Search and Destroy. Fast-paced player, can get it done in the respawn. We've seen some big streaks out of him. But yeah, it's just hard to fix a team mid-season. And, you know, they didn't really have a great foundation to build upon. And, you know, if it wasn't for the Vegas Falcons, this would be a historically bad season for a CDL team, right? So it's been tough if you're an LAG fan.
Getting
but
started
you know,
a little later today than we normally do, but we only got one match today.
They make it into champs.
Oh, it's like 1,000 to 1.
We only got the LA Thieves taking on LAG.
Today, that will help on a very long road.
And I am dog sitting, so that's kind of why we didn't hop in the stream a little sooner.
If you're LAG
He's
mates, you're lucky
pretty
to get
anxious,
that skyline in and you're 6 and 5 on it. It's going to be your strongest hard
you'll probably
play
hear him
across
bark
the
at
board,
some point.
So at least maybe you open up
So
to the
just a heads up for anybody who's going to tune into the watch party today.
And red card again, it's going to be one of their strongest 2 and 3. Doesn't sound great. LA Thieves, though, deepest map pool in the league. They'll take you on anything.
Yeah, I'll say like the protocol hardpoint, one of the protocols we saw LAG play was up against Carolina. They were up like 80, 90 points. There's the crazy comeback that happened to them. So they probably feel relatively comfortable there.
Hey, yo,
and then the rewind,
what?
though, if we do go game 5, the
That's
one
crazy
rep
gold.
Thieves, they look incredible. So I'm hoping we can somehow
crazy.
get the distance here just to see like LA Thieves if they're consistent on that map.
That team right there seems
That is insane
consistent.
comms out of you.
Take a look at Gentlemates one more time because there have been some massive
checking right now?
changes. Yeah, I'm looking here at Johnny. Vibe checks out.
That's a good
Kismet,
vibe.
vibe
I got
checks out.
the pup
The
lamb
dark horse in the
beneath
bottom
my
left?
desk right now,
Not really
hoping he
vibing
doesn't
right now, fellow.
lose his shit.
Lunars is vibing.
He will lose his
Let's go
shit
with
when
fellow
Kendall
Cam.
gets back.
See what I
There
mean?
you go.
See what I mean?
I mean,
Kinda
One
dark.
man holding
He
him
will
down.
lose his shit when
Aaron is
Kendall
no
gets back.
longer
That
blocked.
is
Okay.
guaranteed. He's gonna go nuts until he realizes that it's her.
For that. And I will say
So
Lunars, like,
when that happens, I will try to mute
It's unfortunate
mute the
'cause they
mic
did
so you
have a
guys
rough
don't have to hear
series.
that,
Their most
'cause
recent matchup versus the Boston
it'll probably
Breach,
be
that
kinda
was
loud
probably
in the
worst
mic.
we've seen from Lunars, but he's been
Hopefully
solid
not.
across the board. But I get
Hopefully
what
it's
you mean.
not,
Like, we want
but-
to see his ceiling a little bit more,
Yeah.
especially put into
How we
such a
feeling
tight
today,
spot
chat?
like this in a team that's
How we
struggling
doing?
so bad.
All right, it's not good when the host.
Am I
is
keeping an
leading,
eye on
so
the
I will
Cubs
go
game?
first.
No, I literally have no way to watch it. I have 0 way to
What
watch
do
the
you know
game.
that I don't know?
he's off the
That's how crazy that I'm going with LA Thieves.
I would, but I have
I'm
no
gonna go
way to
with
keep
LA
track
Thieves for sure.
consistently of any Chicago sports since I'm not
LAG
like
win this, I will be
in
I don't
Chicago.
like a pity pick out of you. Is that really what angle you're going?
I'll shave my beard if LAG win.
Clint said he was gonna do
I
something
got my
insane.
I mean, I used to watch it on a stream,
We
but
have to hold that.
Al has
some of
cut
those
and
places
changed her
got
hair
shut down.
in the
So
past because of an LAG versus
I
LA
have.
Thieves
I went
matchup.
purple.
Ant is risking his beard. Maven, what are you willing to put on the line?
We
in this
cannot
matchup?
talk about what Maeve said. We cannot. You cannot repeat that. You cannot repeat that. Just imagine a Costco glizzy.
I want to keep
Why
my
did
job,
he
so we're going to
just
move
do the
forward
booms
now
in the
to
background,
what is
bro?
probably about to be the most prolific
Nameless
3-0
is something
we've ever
else,
seen.
man.
Unless LAG, you know,
Do I
turn
need
up
you
and
to
show
teach
us
me the
something.
ways?
I
I
was
mean,
on the desk Sunday, and I was trying to think of like what
maybe.
this qualifier like label it as. Like,
I honestly
you know,
didn't
I
miss
thought
much with the
qualifier
Bulls
one, it was
this
all
year.
game
The
fives,
one
game
fucking
fives,
game
right?
I got to
Qualifier
watch,
two
they
was all
get
the 3-0s. This
absolutely
one I was like, I don't know, put
shit
like team
stomped.
changes or maybe upsets. There's been a lot of upsets. I don't think this is gonna be upset.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so at all. But Hydra, I did see Hydra yawn.
Okay.
So he might have just woken up.
I might
think
unlock
saw
the front
Scrap
door
yawn.
for my girlfriend so that way she
I
doesn't have to
swear to God, I
struggle
saw
with
him yawn,
trying to.
bro.
Well,
Get
yawn is
in and-
contagious. So if one yawned,
he's
the other one
laying
probably
down.
yawned. You're
He's-
probably right.
he's
But you can
out
see here the
right
problem is LAG. They
wanna
are
get out
0-5
because
this
he's
stage in
gonna
our
follow
point.
me.
They are 1-17. Their last 60 days. You're probably up against the
Either
best
you
hardpoint
streamers
team
or
or one of them. I guess
Sports
you
Surge.
did just lose
See,
two to Ultra,
and,
but I think overall in the year, we would probably say this Thieves team has been
I'll
number
just
one.
say
Yeah. And it's. I don't want
I
to
used one of those.
go at this current
and
LAG roster too much because
I don't have ad
relatively
blocks,
new, haven't done a
so
lot. It's a whole new team, right?
I've tried to set up ad block, it never works.
The franchise, this team
So
at home this
I
year has been
have not-
embarrassingly bad. They've had a couple years
not
like
tried
that.
to do it
But this
since,
current
really.
iteration. Still, maybe they can improve some, but there have been a lot of changes. They have not looked on the better end of those teams that make changes.
Yeah, and this is, you can already see, what, 2-1-3s to Carolina in Breach, 0-3 to Surge. This is a really tough road.
Plus, I've been
When you talk
I've
about
been
this,
watching
yeah.
all the
Yeah,
Thief
no,
stuff.
100%.
You know,
3 of the top 4.
I can't
Carolina's
have-
right around there. Breach is still
I can't have
in
a
the
thousand
mix.
different
Yeah, no, it's an
sports
interesting combo
things
because,
on all at the same
I think
time.
I don't. In a perfect world, would I love
13,
every team
11
play the other
Gs.
teams once? Would I love that? Like,
That's a
we made that
crazy
work, sure.
scoring game.
But with the current schedule and everything works out, you kind of have these. You have these strong ones, or like these easier picks that you're able to do. These easier qualifier stretches. You have harder qualifier stretches. That is a harder one. It's just tough when there's team changes.
So we're
Like,
already
you
kinda
hope you
starting
have an
off with
easier
a
one when there's
delay
team changes.
here,
That's
huh?
not what the case is. But here's where the overall standings are right now. Yeah. When Chris said 10-1 odds, I about lost my mind. I was like, Chris, no, that is way off. I'm glad.
Yeah, it's about 10,000.
Yeah, and hit it on the head. It is going to be very, very tough for them to do. But these two teams, far ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, I mean, listen, LA Thieves, like,
There he goes.
the goal is just to win. That's it. That is the goal. Plain and simple. To get a major victory, a champs ring. We know the ceiling of this roster, but we'll see next weekend.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're hoping to maybe find a piece for the future.
I was
Certainly
gonna
we talked
unlock
about
the
Falcons
door,
and
but
Preds. Like,
when I was gonna
maybe
do it,
Johnny's gonna
he
be
was
high. I
already
don't know,
like
but
laying
trying to
down
find
and
something
basically like
that you can take
asleep.
forward. Maybe it's going to be
And I was
Lawrence.
like,
Maybe one of these young
I don't
guys
want to
will be
get
a-
up and then
a
have
build-up.
him
Sort of
like
I don't know,
get all
Boston and
antsy
Snoopy.
again.
Find something that you try to build off. Is I guess what your hope is.
Yeah,
What are you supposed to do this year?
And I think the good thing this year is
Look,
what?
yawned again.
Okay.
Hydra. I think Hydra just woke up, dude. Maybe they can catch him off guard.
You were gonna go to the gym, but you had today off for Good Friday
Yeah,
and
we'll
watch
see.
the
He's
Cubs game and
literally
now the
laughing. He
Thieves
heard
match
you.
and the Apex
He's
scrims.
laughing at you
There you
all
go.
that.
Dude, I'm telling you,
Nice.
he woke up 5 minutes ago. If he comes out flat in the map one,
I mean, it's good to have a day off.
it is my detective skills.
Good to have a day off every now and
Steve's
again.
road to the major.
What was I talking about?
I don't know, Joe. I probably interrupted you again.
Yeah, here we have 2 3-0s, dominant 3 over pretty solid teams.
Yeah, you
And
might
then,
you might see
Game 5
Ollie
lost
running
to
around
Ultra, which,
in the
again,
background
a
here.
Surprise, but Ultra is a team that is just trending in the
Although
right
he's-
direction. I think the thing
he's,
to take away from the Ultra series, they lost 2
Snuggled
hard
up with
points,
Kendall right now.
Yeah, we don't expect that.
Ultra's hard points.
When I was making the
Looking
thumbnail
strong
for
right
the
now. Cloud9
stream
was pretty
earlier,
impressive at the
I
time.
had
Now,
him
I don't know.
sitting in my lap
Cloud9's
because
got clapped by Breach.
he
It doesn't
wanted
look
to
quite as impressive, but
come be by me, and he
yeah, Ultra's
was just
gonna
kind of
be a
looking
test.
at me, so I
Heretics a test,
picked him up,
Phase a
put him in my
test.
lap, and then was trying to
I
get
mean,
the
for this
thumbnail done.
qualifier, I just wanted- I
And then
almost
every
think
now
Breach
and then
was
he would
good.
kind of like turn and
do.
look
Going forward
like
to the major,
he
just
wanted
getting tested a
down,
little
but
bit.
then I would
Not going in
open
if
up
he
to
was
like
wrong.
let him
I
get
just don't think,
down,
like, matchup.
and he wouldn't get down.
They
So I
lost
was
to
like,
LA as
okay.
well.
Yeah,
But, you know, that was a big discussion last year. Surge is like, you know, you look at the Surge LADs matchup. Like,
I
LADs
took him out
handled
literally,
that,
like,
where
right
Surge
before.
maybe
Oh no!
Yeah,
What was the ones last year that stood
But
out? Like, well,
he didn't
phase over optic,
just beat
ultra over phase. Like there were several last year. We're just talking about the top teams. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot more than.
Well, there was that triangle. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there was
Optic over ultra. Yeah.
Yes.
If you
That
do
was
end
another
up
piece of it. It
taking
was
him
kind
out
of
again,
insane to
though,
watch last year.
there's
Matchups can be massive.
at
and
the
it comes
very
down to,
end where like we
well,
normally
obviously,
go,
like play styles
they
and
like
game mode
toss
strengths
right out
and
the back.
what maps you're
And
strong on. There's so much that can go into it, but it's not as simple
was
as
trying
like
to be
this
careful,
team
make
good.
sure he didn't eat it, 'cause I
That
don't
team
know
better.
what they might use it with and all that stuff.
Is
'Cause
hopefully
it
we'll
was
be
like
hopping
yellow
into this
rice,
one.
too, so I was like,
shortly.
it's
Oh, I remember
definitely
I was gonna say. I'd say
seasoned
maybe
with
the one good thing for
something
the like the LAG
you know,
like for
might not
Gatava
be
in the
different
franchise is
still.
we went to Spain
I tried to just make
and
sure
they
he
can show
didn't-
off their fan base because I feel
Yeah,
like in
like,
the past
basically
if you're
in,
a
like,
player,
a line
you want to go
over
to a
the little
place where you
wall.
know you're just gonna have a
Like,
ton of support.
They must have just
right,
like
a sort of
tossed it like that.
location where you want to be. But I think LAG with
Just
sort
throw
of
it in the
Gatava at the
garbage.
helm and the Gentlemates at the
Yeah, you
helm
can just
has
throw it in the
shown
garbage.
now where if you get on that roster,
'cause who
you are
knows if
going to
there's
have
animals
a
that
large amount
go
of
out
support
and-
behind
Yeah, I don't think that's something we talk about in esports.
You
a
get-
lot.
you can
That's
get
more
sick,
something we talk about like
you know?
NBA or
Sports,
something
but-
sports, yes,
yeah.
but maybe more so here. It becomes
Whatever.
A little bit
Well, I
more,
just
you know,
think if in the past, if you said you were on an LAG team,
Yeah. No, I hear you.
That's-
Raises
All right,
their
what's
stock a
what's
bit.
the
Yeah,
what's the
absolutely.
delay we got going on here?
No,
What's the
I agree.
problem?
build it for
It's
the
just-
future.
It's interesting. It's just not a
are we
conversation
waiting
we
for?
typically have, but now. It sounds
You're telling
like
me
we're
there were
about
no
to get
delays
into
all
it.
day, and the second we
Producer
get to
let
this
us know
Thieves
game is
match,
ready, so thanks for hanging out a bit while we chatted through things.
we
Kyle
get
Hydra
ourselves a delay.
slipping and yawning a couple times, but he better be taking this match seriously. You know, these guys, you already got caught slipping
Okay.
the last major. You don't want that to be
Bumps.
the case here,
Bumps
but
are
I'm
in.
sure he's going to come in and fry because the guy's absolutely demonic. On the other side, LAG, you're looking for an upset of all upsets.
we're in that
Something
2 times.
positive to maybe take away from this qualifier. Been moments that this team has looked like a better iteration maybe versus their past ones, but not able to put
Is
the
what?
series together. We actually walk away with a W. But yeah, that's what I talked about. I think Johnny's really showed off his talent. Okay, last year, this year. I think maybe like the one player you want to see step up is probably winners. Like I think that he first
Oh,
he showed
really?
a good couple of weeks. I feel like we haven't seen much more from that. Yeah, no, maybe we'll be able to. But
Damn,
it's just tough, you know,
that's
broken-
nice.
broken unit.
I feel like we've seen like his individual talent at times. Like,
Yeah,
he'll have some crazy
yeah.
multi-kills, some insane centering.
Might be somebody who needs to play a little bit more selfish. Maybe he is trying to be whatever the team needs type thing. We'll get rolling into this, but opening skyline and
All right.
already able to get to. So brushing off the yawns. And
3-2 trades there.
he looks cracked as ever.
Yeah, he's ready to get in the game. That's all he wanted. That's all he wanted. Goes on the route, now working the objective. Now he's in a flank again. Hey,
Dude.
Yeah,
he
these
might
are-
There we
just
go,
drop
Hydra.
50.
Okay. I said I wouldn't be surprised if he did, but I would listen. I'll be honest with you, Joe. I was
Already
looking for
flipping
any
spawns here.
single
Anything.
sign of body language that gave me a story I could sell on an LAG win. You know, I was looking for anything. I might even made up the first yawn.
Now there was a couple in
Do
there.
spawn out now though. Got a
The
little
only
too
body language you
overzealous.
really had to
Lost a
look
lot of
at,
the
I'm thinking about
gunfights.
is if I'm a defense, do they all have their thumbs?
Okay, if they physically still have their thumbs
Yeah.
intact, they're okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's one way to certainly look at it. We'll get over to the P2 now, and LAG will have the early setup and control.
Was you 2 times the
Pressure
main
Thieves
stream,
now
and then
to
you
find
2
the
times
picks
my
in the
stream?
break,
You
and
realize
we'll
how
see
far
if they'll be
behind?
looking at
Yeah.
collapsing on it from everywhere, but
YouTube
Luna's
is
holding one
YouTube
side,
is something,
able to
man.
win his fight, quickly
Grap
trade
is
it out.
0-3
Now
to
Hydra
start
maybe
off.
finding
That
the
is
opening
that is a
bounce.
rarity here.
We'll have to Johnny's
But I
POV
mean,
for
Hydra's
now.
kind of
This has been a
just
slow build up and push
running at
from
him.
Thieves, and maybe
Finally
here we
gets
go,
on
they
the
take their
board.
time, win a couple of ones, maybe not in the point yet, but they've cleared out LAG, and well, they've got the spawns.
Yeah, Johnny's just he doesn't have an angle.
Nice.
Scrapto Joe's all the way through.
Get those
He
spawns.
started off 0-3,
Get this P2
finds
break.
3 to break the setup. Fighting back though is Johnny and Kismet. 2 quick kills. Still have some close
Nice.
spawns, and well, the SMG's got LA Thieves. That is going to be all 4 dead.
All four
Good to see a
dead,
break.
all the
I
control
think,
he can
especially in a series like
maybe
this,
hoping he can
I'm not
find the
too
timing
upset. Like if
to hit
we're
one catwalk.
kind of in some
goes to the jump. Unfortunately, gets hit with a stun
some
as he
bad
gets the jump.
situations,
A little
'cause
bit
I think it's
short,
good reps
eventually going to get dropped.
to, you know,
Now
kind
we'll
of
see.
break out of
LG
that.
will have another.
Obviously, I'm not
early
saying
setup.
give these guys anything.
This one might
We
get
still
disrupted
gotta
earlier,
make
though,
sure
as
we're
Envoy.
locked in and
Pinch.
His route is going to
winning
set
the
up a
series.
Yeah,
But
Johnny is able to find one. He's playing his life. You have close spawns.
I think being in
Just not on the side
positions
of the map
where
that
we
you
have
want,
to
but at this
break
point, you
or,
take whatever
you
can
know,
get.
we
Johnny
have
does a
to
great job
we have to
just
rotate
finding the first
early,
2.
But he got
figure
three.
out
Yeah,
holds,
if
just
Johnny
stuff
doesn't
like
get
that.
one
I
of
think
those,
is good
that pinch should
good for the team in the long run.
perfect from Thieves, and
This is
you're
basically
still
just
perfect.
extra reps for the
Okay,
boys.
so the next swing, they knock it out.
Kismet's
of the park,
1
and
and
they will
7.
battle
He's
back
having a
through.
slow start as well.
Hydra, yeah, maybe he's gonna drop 50. 11-5, the hot hand so far. Kismet,
But we got ourselves the French
the opposite end of
phenom
that spectrum. He is 1-8, nothing
going 11-5 right
rolling
now.
for him yet. We'll see if he can start to turn it around. Hydra still looking and hunting, not able to win that that one as Johnny comes flying on through. It looks
Johnny
like
seems like he's actually been pretty good. I mean, he's 11 and 6
Seven
right
a little
now.
Too deep there. Lunar's paced it up, so great comms, nice awareness. on a LAG to be ready for that from Lunars in Fellow.
I mean, right now, all the new guys are the ones that are performing well.
Now you're in the money.
Kiz is 2-9. He's kind of in the blender.
Can you cash in?
You feel like eventually they're going to cash in. Can it be here? Kismet desperately trying to get going in this map. Maybe he can do it, but
here we go, Dan. Give me another. Yeah.
Ghosty able to win 2.
Yeah.
Envoy, does he get his 2? He
Nice.
does. So Ghosty and Envoy both take 1v2s on opposite sides.
Double D
They're
break in
able
the
to break
back.
It feels like LAG should be
Is that what
probably
is that
20
what
points,
Dan and
'cause it
Dylan,
seems like Thieves have
their
broke
nickname
pretty
should be?
quickly
Double
on
D?
most of them, but
Yeah, you're at least splitting the time.
Is that
right?
crazy?
Through
Is
the
that a
middle
crazy
map, there's
comp?
Kismet, he wins one gunfight, and well, he gets him off it. You're playing very
I know.
clean break hard point if you are LA.
Why not?
And Envoy now on 6 in a row.
Why not?
Trying
Dan
to just
and
play his life.
Dan and
Lunars
Dill,
is challenging him.
Double D.
He's got the help.
The
though,
Double
of
D
Scrap. Now you're
boys.
gonna grow this lead.
grow this lead and potentially turn
Yeah,
this into a streak. Not going to happen there. I thought he wins that one, gets a little bit.
Subs are
More
doing
could
a
be
good job
objective.
pushing pace right
They
now.
might earn it, but not going to happen. All right, so second set now.
We're gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, the LAG in early. Can they end up holding for any significant length of time? So far, so good.
I mean, Johnny is
AR
shooting
and
right
Hammer
now.
in fights. Rolling
Johnny's
over
shooting for
teammates
LAG.
to look over him. Swapping to Fellow for a second. This will be a player kind of looking over him, trying to hold this piano side.
Nice.
And it's the subs again. I mean, Hydra and Envoy just so
Yeah,
difficult to
Hydra
stop
and Dill
right now.
are-
They keep hitting
are
these routes,
playing very
finding
well on this map.
multi-kills. The first couple
They're
of
doing
hills, it was
everything
all
you need
Hydra.
subs to
Now
do,
Envoy's starting
like
to
in
step
these
up. I mean, you've
in
really
these
slowed
gritty
down if you're
moments.
Hydra. 13 and 14, but again, the break doesn't turn into a lot of time. At least now it looks like you're going to be early.
Anytime
at
Dill
this
is
P2,
is
but
playing the
LAG,
way
they're
he
just
is
gonna
right
take the
now,
final 20.
You gotta take the final 20 and
you're
maybe a lead change.
stoked.
But yeah, this might be the first time that it's going to be Thieves early on a hard point and see how the LAG break looks. This is where the game could get ugly.
Yeah.
This switch. If it's early time for Thieves,
Hold on,
and
though.
LAG can't
Hold
break.
on.
Yep.
They might not even need. They might not need to. It's gonna be
Nope.
the same exact
Nope.
story.
Damn.
Okay. Well, I thought.
I don't like
the
that we're
script
giving
was
up
a
these
flip, though. It
P2
turns
holds
out
pretty
we're right
easily.
back to the same script. LAG.
I don't like that.
It's usually, hey, man, we really
Dan is
wanna
8 and
practice on our
13.
break.
He's got to.
Yeah, let's set up.
He's
so
gotta
we're breaking every hard
step it
point.
up
Well,
here.
Last time they were able to do it. Really
I'm gonna need
took their
more from
time,
him.
Progressing that push and finally got in with like, I don't know, 20, 25 seconds off. Honestly, kind of similar.
I mean, the
to
good
what
thing is
seeing
we're
right
getting
now.
like
As the break
kills and
comes in,
waves,
they sweep
you
them
know.
off
So
the
it's like
board,
we're
they'll
able to
retain
clear out the
lead
hard
and
point,
try to build it out
take
again.
advantage again. But then the problem is we're dying in waves
LAG
too. So it's like
struggling to hold early, but they're still in this game. They're still battling.
we're
trying to
letting
hold
LAG
Yawns
kind of like
with a map one
stick around.
upset. Let's go to an LAG. Listen.
I'm helping you. Yo, two hidden kitch, guys. Two hidden kitch.
One's on you, Scraps. And one's a white plant. White plant again. Hydra.
Marco
weak. Wait.
Okay. Dead.
Nice, shut up.
I'm heading out front. Let's get mid.
Look, couch it. One shot for 10.
Please tell me you can't hear that staticky sound in my headset, because the last time I had this, I had to completely reset my stream, and I don't want to do this again. Okay, I'll just tough it out, so I don't have to reset the stream.
Okay.
These shit headphones.
Yeah, he's just ironing right under. He's literally ironing.
Give her left.
We're good. Iron.
Yo,
They're behind me. I'm looking at energy. There's like one shot scrap.
You
And
still on outer table. Outer table.
Scrap, slip behind me.
Yep, he's on the bar. Hydra.
Shoot them.
Okay, clear left.
I'm going hot tub.
Okay, here.
I used to be able to just unplug the cord.
Jim,
I used to just be able to unplug this, and then when I would unplug it, it would reset. But when I'm on stream, apparently my audio does, like, it disconnects from the stream when I do that. So,
Only 14.
trying to avoid that.
Okay,
Yeah, they're trying out left.
then go to bed. Okay, I hear you.
I'm trying out
I
like
can
me.
help you. Okay.
He's close to me.
Okay.
Close to me.
Running it. Yeah. Low. Hydra.
One more in the back.
Hydra, in the back.
Low bed weak.
We're good.
One in the back, Paco. Yep. Come
LAG took
Okay.
the lead. LAG's comms
You get those
are
spawns.
turned. I'm curious to hear the other side of it. Let's see if the LA Thieves boys can turn up.
Oh, sweet, it went away.
AC.
Listen in.
Post me. I'm gonna get to I'm making more time. Guys, hit. I got time. Yo, spawning kitch. Top mid first one. Top mid first one. Top mid. No. Help top mid, Paco. Another one top mid. Might just make dead.
Nice.
I'm making him contest. We're missing Fellow and Johnny, guys. Go left, come in dead left, Johnny, left. Stone one shot, absolute top stone. Top stone right now. No left, one bullet kitchen. One bullet wood. He's my top front. Just hit AC. AC dead all the time. I shot my bed. I have my bed. I think we... I'm going AC. Go top mid. Let's all go top mid. Nothing left. Let's go top mid and left. Okay, he's on time right now. AC dead. On time. Wait, no. Nerd time dead. Nerd. Yo, AC.
Ooh, that would have been diabolical.
Time, Johnny. He's gonna have to watch Johnny.
Ooh, good shots.
I have nerd. Gonna be top mid. Full nerd. I plus. Nerd. Wait, top patio. Nerd dead. I don't see patio. AC fellow. In the field. Play for AC. I hit AC. Yeah, I'm blocking. AC laying down. He's still AC playing for you guys. AC dead. On time. One time. Job's got. Jim. One shot.
Good
Absolute.
shots.
Absolute killing nerd.
Good shots from Lunars. Nice.
We're gonna be top T though. One's wood. Wood fellow going back fireplace. Right on me. Or Josh, one here. Pop AC. AC Johnny.
There we go. Flipping spawns.
What could be Jim? I've read. Top T. P2. And P2 boys.
Bro, that listening just had me crying because I swear, like, Scrap and Hydra are so good. They just don't expect to ever lose like a straight up gunfight. They're mind blown every time there's literally one bullet absolute. Like every gunfight is so funny to me, bro. They just can't wrap their head around how they lost the fight. It's so good.
I probably would do the same
if I was them. Yeah.
I mean, Dan is super soaking at least.
Yeah. Not missing. There's like, it's online. Jeez, dude.
Give me another.
But a nice run there from Thieves and looking to put this map away. Still not a ton of separation between them though, so Guerrillas.
We should be able to close it out on this hill here.
To maybe get this done.
Scrap started off slow, and now he's the only one of the Thieves with the 30 bomb right now. I say that, and then Hydra gets his.
Break this P2, otherwise, going to be advantage Thieves, and we'll continue forward.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty solid map, but it just felt like sooner or later, LATs were finally going to get a hold. They do a great job at that P4. Hydra goes on a big spree. Then here at this P2 on rotation, they lock it down. Finally, some clean gameplay out of the Thieves. And I mean, they took some turns. Each
let Dill get one more, so we have that triple 30 bomb.
Wasn't going away.
Not going away. And not away yet, but as they'll have the rotation over.
We got that triple 30 bomb.
There's one more tick, and we are finished, and that will come through.
Nice.
So Thieves survived maybe early struggles with just getting ahead of rotation. They was kind of in that loop where it was sort of break late, split time, break late, split time.
Streak? What was
finally
the...
late. They got some early setups that really took advantage, but...
What streak?
We've seen that a lot. You just kind of get in the loop.
Did I miss something?
Just trying to flip the script so much. They tried to do it, the second P2 right? Yeah, and they died with like 5 seconds left, so...
That's when the game got scary.
Yeah, no, it did. It did.
Did I miss something?
But I think, we just chatted about it a lot because it's hard to get out of that sometimes. It's like you have to... Either you make like an insane play, or you just have to like hard commit to rotate. Like literally just be like, we're sacrificing this time. Let's just rotate and get out of this rotation that we're in. This not rotating, the cycle that we're in.
Cycle, yeah.
But they end up winning it by 57. Scrap leads the lobby in damage, not shocked there. Hydra was a little streaky in that. Like started really strong, slowed down a bit, but picked it up at the end again as he got going. But
he had a missile, but never used it.
Effort.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Slaying margin. Did they outslay by a ton? No, not. I guess not really, because Ghost was next 6. But
yeah, not by too much. Yeah. And again, I think you got a great performance out of Johnny and pretty solid out of Lunars, right? It just kind of looking at what these two are bringing to the table, but Johnny's been fantastic since he's joined this roster.
I swear sometimes it feels like, I know it's hard for the observing team to like catch everything, but like there's been a couple times where we've talked about Lunars doing it popping off sometimes. He'll have like these triples, bro, I swear. Like I'll see it on the feed, and it's just we happen to be watching the other team or something like that. Like he's had some where I feel like maybe the talent was displayed, we didn't like see it from his POV, but usually if you're frying 3, you're doing something right, and well, you saw one there.
Yeah, this was that, like, they broke P2 right before this, so you had a tie game, but...
I feel like it's hard for a sub to use a streak because they need to fly. Yeah, especially on this map. This map, like...
And then, yeah, they held majority of this down.
You're the one pushing the pace, and we saw that from Hydra and Envoy.
Close out the map 1.
And if, like, there's not really a point where...
In some ways, props to LAG for...
Say, like, P1 or...
Making a bit of a battle. This
P4
is not a series you
maybe is probably the next best to use a streak. I mean, really, on this map, there's not a great time to use a streak. You know, like, unless LAG had control of P1 and Thieves just wanted to, like, let it rip, that would have been the only time I would think they could have done it.
I know there have been some blowouts, but they've lost like 250 to 200, I think, a million times this year. A million times. We get ready, though, to go to red card search and destroy, and that's a mode, obviously, the Thieves have, well, really looked to improve from Major 1 forward. Hydra has been a different beast in the mode. They've been far better in the mode. I mean, I don't really have any questions for them in particular. It's really just once we get to land. I don't even know what to say about Thieves. Like, we know how good they are. Like, will they do it on land?
I mean, they were just kind of owning the whole, like, we're dominant online thing, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, no,
they finally, they're, what was 10 wins in a row, finally snapped by Ultra, and they just kind of know. They know
yeah, it's
what they have to do.
I'm not saying that in a way like they're onliners. Like, listen, they went 7 in the final of Major 1. Not that at all. Just like, will they show up and not be caught slipping? Will the prep be the way it needs to be?
This is a team to win titles.
Yes,
Yo, what's up, Romano?
Because I would think
the HP was a little sloppy, I would say.
is there
like,
a chance that they
knowing that
win
it's
this year for some reason
up
this
against
particular
LAG,
title, and they
but
could go forward and still be dominant? Sure, but
LAG
what do you
didn't
think
play
this
bad.
team still
To
should
be
be able to
honest,
win
LAG
single
didn't play
tournaments
too
now?
bad.
What if they got like a bunch of seconds?
But
what if they got like 3 seconds for us
Thieves
out it?
were able to close it
There's
out.
that much pressure.
I think they said it was like a 50-point difference, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. No, you're probably right.
And
I was kinda
Paco
curious, like,
and
what would it need to be like? Listen,
Envoy
gonna
were going
fix
crazy
this
that
up.
map.
The expectations.
Scrap started off slow, but
No,
he
you're
still
probably right.
finished
The
with, I
expectations
think it was
probably
like
not
33 or
in terms of,
34.
like, maybe the group
Paco had 31,
morale
and I
sort
think
of just
Envoy
their
had
bond
31 as
together
well.
could push
Dan
that
was the only
forward,
one who
but I just
was
think in terms of
not there as much in the kill department,
what this
but
team's supposed
he
to
had
do,
almost
yeah.
2 minutes on the hill. So I think they were kind
Yeah,
of
count that,
balancing it out throughout
That
that
search
that map.
ready to come, but it seems like for the most part, yeah, as a unit, it
Selfishly,
seems like the
I would have
camaraderie
loved
has
to
been
see
there, the
Dan do
vibes,
a
and,
little better
all we have to
because
go off
I
is some
need it
content
for my
pieces and some
fantasy
videos
team.
and how they seem to be on
I know I
camera
probably
right
say
now,
that
but
shit every week.
Seems like they're meshing.
I'm sure I'll get that bounce back out of him
Hope
on
to
this
see them
S&D though.
mesh come Major 3, but their S&D ranks sitting at first. in
Yeah,
many
Romano,
categories,
this should
3
be-
and 1
this should be a
overall, and look to
3-0.
continue the process here on Red
Respectfully,
Guard.
this should be a 3-0. We'll hit that 2 times
That's
again. I don't think we're that far behind.
If you are like Thieves, in hoping you don't have a blunder of a game
But
one.
while we're hitting this 2
That's
times,
okay.
if you haven't
It's
already,
okay.
be sure to like the stream. It lets me know that you guys enjoy
online matches.
watching the watch parties with
expect them
me,
to pretty much beat
and it
everyone.
helps push
For
it
the most
out
part, they do. I know
to
they
more people in the
have the-
future to come and
The
hang
ultra
out with
lost
us
even
here as
that,
well.
Like, think of it as the biggest deal. It's like I almost
Appreciate
want to
y'all
be tested
for
after
for
going
being here today.
undefeated or whatever before. Round 1 though.
And we
not
get
going
double
great
first
for 'em.
blooded. Not great.
First
Not great.
blood for Lunars.
This is a
Numbers
quick
for
round. They
LAG.
just hit this.
They hit it, get in, and now on Scrap and Ghosty to maybe pull this off. Ghosty, what a
Give me one. Give me one.
great
Scrap.
Hacienda 1v3
Give me
clutch
one here.
last Sunday. We know he can be icy. He's still alive and maybe a chance to do it, but
Okay.
the 2 AR is going to be real tough to break in here. Scrap at least gets 1 gunfight win. That
Nice.
second going to drop. Ghosty,
Yeah, let him run
maybe
at you,
another
Dan.
1v3. Maybe just spoken
Let him
into
run at you,
existence.
kid.
30 seconds on the clock. Johnny and Lunar still to deal with. You just cannot give him another one-on-one freebie.
I think they're setting up this crossfire.
And they do.
Never mind.
Oh, okay. I thought they did for a
Okay.
second. I thought the other person was still tucked inside. I'm like, stop it.
Yeah,
They
I
shot
thought the other
together,
guy was
they're
tucked
able to
too.
take
I
him
thought
down.
Dan was about to get that
not
1v3.
close, 'cause
That would have
he's
been
not even shooting
insane.
at the last guy.
No, it wasn't.
Get that shit and
I
the
was so
and the
focused on gunfight, I
defuse.
hadn't looked at the mini map, and I thought, oh god, he's gonna
That would've
finesse
been-
this, but
that
no,
would've been
no real
rough.
chance to do it.
And nice shots there by Lunars. Finds his
Hey,
second
there's a
try. And
world
really
that
the
if
question
Dan's
mark,
behind
it
that
feels like
desk,
it sounds maybe a
maybe
tad off. Just fella just
maybe
flies
he
at
stays
him.
alive and he's able
Just
to
flew at him.
hit
He
that
was the
one
second
pump
player,
and
you-
get the
that's
kill.
what made that a 1 versus 2. So I'm not sure if he kind of told them, let's fly together.
Whenever
Maybe
Dan's
it didn't
alive,
happen.
there's a chance.
Well,
Yeah,
that was the
seriously.
one player. Normally it's
There
that
really
second
is.
guy.
Yeah, made it a little
I
interesting.
hold out hope every time Dan's alive. He's been really good this
Now
year.
offense for Thieves, and we'll see what they opt to do. Nades out towards A, while for both sides, Ghosty gets tagged and backed up.
He's just such a
They just
smart
throw
player.
stuff,
I
and then
think
they're
that
quickly
I
gonna
think
rotate.
that's
The two players at B on
his
the defensive
advantage.
side for LAG have not moved.
He's such
Johnny and Kismet
such an
are
intelligent player.
Tucked and waiting. We'll take a look at the tuck. This slows down for a second, so I thought maybe kind of throw utility, quick rotation off of it, but they're slowly working their ways up.
Yeah, looks like maybe they're going to go over towards A now. I mean, you see Envoy starting
Paco's
to push
taking
on
up a
up.
little bit of
Scrap's
space
middle of the
here.
map now, starting to work stairs, and Hydra's not seeing much, so you're probably just going to wait for the A presence from his teammates, then going to go.
He's just got to wait.
Yeah, he's just got to be very.
There's been a
really
lot
have
of
to wait.
nothing
You know,
this
he's
round.
actually-
You
It should be
almost have to wait for the bomb to be
Extremely
planted
patient.
and then go. There's going to be the info
Oh,
though. He's going to spot Kiz on the flank. Doesn't see the second, but this will
Yeah,
set
he
him
didn't
up.
see the two.
See 3 and 4 are going to turn quickly. As they turn, though, they're going to get picked. Fellows able to drop 1. Hydra does get there just in time to maybe not save
Nice.
his teammate's life, but
Great
it'll
play
turn
from
into 2,
Hydra.
so that is huge. Still fighting on the other side of it will be Envoy trying to deal with Johnny. It's a tale of 2 sides here. Johnny now trying to clutch up in the 1 versus 2. just barely gets across the gap, 50 HP, but his position obviously given up.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 20 seconds. Still alive somehow, but pistol
Good round.
out, and there we go.
Good
Really
round.
just a
Great
round
play
on
out of Hydra.
He ends up getting 3, I believe, in the round.
Yeah, he hits 3 in the round, and there's like
This goes completely
a
unseen.
little interesting, or just maybe the timings are off, and LAG's just a step ahead, pushing his 3 teammates, but he's able
Did
to
get a little
when
hairy
they got
there.
the
I
first
thought,
kill, like, right
I
as
thought
the two
after it
players
took him
turned for Thieves to deal
a
with that
second
push
to
through
get
on the
that
comms from
first
Hydra,
kill.
I was like, uh-oh.
I wasn't sure how that was going
Things
to
might fall
pan
apart
out,
because
but
suddenly it's pressure to Hydra.
once he saw
He's gotta get there,
Fellow,
his teammates have to stay up, but
I figured he was
got there just in
in a
time.
good spot to get
Just in
to
time.
there.
I think it was Scrap
Hydra
that was
the
in a fight. Like
go.
he stayed, or finessing a bit. Like he stayed up long enough too.
Damn right, Romano.
Gives Hydra the chance to get those first 2. LAG last time just hard hitting B.
Dude, that round played out so
So
long,
this
it
time
felt like
slow
it
it
was
down.
2 rounds.
Kiz Middle's getting a ticket.
That one was a
Trying to get
long
some
round,
info.
it felt like.
And it seems like Fellow and Lunars are going to slowly work their way out towards.
Probably because
B,
everything
or
was
sorry,
just
out
so
towards A.
passive in general.
They're playing for a pick, and well, they got the pick. Scrap's going to want to chow things.
Damn,
He's gonna
Lunars
get
gets
gunned
first
by
blood.
A young player, and Lunars just sends him packing.
Yeah, nice shots right there by Lunars. I mean, you don't even hear returning shots.
That's what I'm saying. So
He's
some-
caught off guard.
He might be frying sometimes. We just don't see it.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. But now what are they going to do with this man advantage? Looks like it's going to be an A hit. You're going to keep Johnny there to watch the flank. Well, this is the right call. It's all about what does Ghosty find.
Nice, give me one more.
No trade yet. So he's going to get out. So
All right,
great
that's all
play
right,
by
that's
Ghosty.
all
He's
right.
going to slow this down. This is going to
Yeah, that's
open up
all
the
right.
play for Envoy, and there we go.
Nice.
So all behind Ghosty. Just
They didn't take down
they're moving
Hydra
off
either.
angle.
He was
They don't
super
check
weak.
It. They don't stun the corner. I mean, maybe they thought that stun was going to hit, but now a tough situation for LAG.
Yeah, buy time for Hydra on one end, buy time then for Envoy on the other. They got numbers and they are collapsing. Lunars trying to thread the needle,
Nice.
not going to quite make it through. Fellow, his turn to try and clutch.
Nice.
He
Another
is
good
just
round.
trapped in pillars and not going anywhere.
Another good round for
Thieves
the
take
boys.
back-to-back rounds. Beautifully done.
And those are the rounds that you just have to take advantage of.
When you get the first blood?
Get that first blood, and again, we kind of saw that stun from
Working
Ghost's POV. I think it
with
just
less
missed,
numbers
hits the other side of
is
the
always
planter.
great to see.
They just have to
for
know
the
that
Thieves.
that corner's open.
And they were always lucky I didn't turn into 2. I mean,
Yeah,
Ghosty, I don't think saw the other one slide across.
Down 3-4, still able to close
He
out the
thought they were
round.
the second. Took a little, kind of like pre-fired it to hit shots. Didn't hit anything. He was like, all right, I'll just get out of here for free then.
Yeah, I thought Dan was going to get 2, but I'm sure in some regard it was smart to stay down.
I can't have
Yeah,
2
it's
of
a
us
tough
get caught
trade.
here. No, it is. I think if he tried to trade it, honestly, he would have died. Like, Hydra played that, or sorry,
Yeah, I
Ghost played
forget
that
who it
perfectly.
was.
To Chow the second.
I forget who it was that was
Hydra. Still a little bit of a streak.
stairs. It
4
might have
in a
been
row.
Kiz. Might have been Kismet. That was probably not a bad play from him to just stay down. Oh, Dill
Kinda some
hurt
what
him.
We saw in their last.
Dill hurt him for sure.
But Kismet, he is pushed up real far, and you're playing for this. I mean, Thieves are literally playing.
Well, if there was a
to
car
play
out, so
the
you play a
Betty
little
Wap
bit
song?
safe if you are Thieves. But yeah, I mean, you just played for that shoulder. I mean,
Yeah.
scratch shoulders that
679, is that a
beautifully.
Fetty Wap song?
So well done. They're like, okay, they took space. Where can he be?
And then again, every
I
time
can't
you
play
find
that on
what's
YouTube,
it
though.
gonna
I'd
do?
get
Open up
demonetized.
avenues for this
Oh.
guy. At least you would think so. He does have his teammate there to
Thought
trade.
Hydra
so
was
still
going to
man
get that
advantage.
one.
He's shooting at one, gets shot by the other. But yeah, you still have Envoy here. You still have numbers.
Yeah, it is.
Lunars at least gives a chance now to Fellow to clutch up, I think, in the 1 versus 2. He had to get one in that position because Fellow was kind of out of the play. They're going to push through and just go ahead and work the plant out. Over towards A. Pressure to Fellow now to clutch up
So
in the 1v2.
Kendall, you must be on my
Get to the
on my
fuse.
account, huh? My OG
And what will
account.
be, what, 3 straight rounds for Thieves if he can.
Yeah, he's just got no info. Doesn't know what side the bomb's on. They could be on the other part of the map. Envoy's going to re-pinch this as well. So the timing, worked out for Thieves. Again, the shoulders on point.
Yeah, they're throwing some mean shoulders.
But yeah, I think the key is just finding Kismet. Kismet is
Oh,
open.
that's
He
the
gets
song?
to
Oh,
to a
okay.
credit
I
corner,
do know
credit
that
corner.
song. I didn't
Finds
realize.
a freebie, maybe 2. Instead,
I didn't
scraps
realize
it. I'm
that's
gonna
what it
check
was.
this.
And you can see it.
I've
yeah,
definitely
with the
heard
car
that
out, They
song.
were all just, hey, backed up.
Yeah, Gold. I made it when
Playing
I
for
was
that exact
like
play. Maybe somebody getting a little too aggressive.
10. I don't even know.
And Kiz, I mean,
And then I just never changed
I
it.
don't know. Could have worked out brilliantly. Maybe
Never
it was
really
another
set
player
up a
checking
new
in. Just don't
channel
shoulder the
because
corner.
I had so many
Or do shoulder a
like
little too wide.
so many
It's
channels I
I
was
think the
subscribed
car's the other
to.
bombs. I don't think like the car spotted Kiz.
No.
What do you mean, sure?
Like the way they were playing it, bro, it felt like kids
You
got
can't just
spotted.
say
I don't
sure.
think he did, but didn't it seem like they
I
played
mean,
where kids getting
you can
spotted?
even ask. You can even ask my best friend. I made that my Xbox name.
Yeah,
My
no.
first
Maybe
Xbox
he
gamer
was,
tag
but-
was ThorGod19. After
I
it
didn't think
was
so.
when I got to change it personally.
Hydra, sending it.
Because at first it was Soundish
Hydra finding it
Jarl
open.
11.
Look at this route. You are so far push up. Envoy
Or Soundish
is
Jarl
through
1
bleacher
or
side,
something
so
like that.
you just they
Choked
just
out.
ran at you.
Choked out.
Which that name was
Fellow,
crazy.
Well, now 1 versus
That was a
3.
crazy
Maybe a
move.
little more time to pull off the clutch, but even more difficult maybe than the last round. Doesn't have bomb.
I thought it was cool.
He's got
I
one of
wanted
the
to just do
harder gunfights
Thor, I think,
in the
but I
league,
couldn't.
Shelling him, and well, Scrap's going to take it.
Yeah, and I was going to say, maybe your one opening is if you can catch Scrap off guard, because he's going to take the fight.
Yes. So that's
He was going to take the challenge.
Oh, you can
as
hear
soon as I
my
saw who he was
voice.
squaring up with, I was
Is
like,
it making him
listen, fella, it might be
tweet?
nasty, but Scrap is going to gun you. Like, this is
It's
a
really
straight
just
one-on-one
recrouch.
gunfight.
It's just recrouch behind this nice little heady. Gives him the advantage.
Scrap is
Not an
selling?
actual one-on-one, but
I gotta lock in.
a little
I'm not
one-on-one
paying
gunfight
paying
there to
enough
see if
attention.
Fellow had
He's
a
2 and
chance
4 right
to
now. I
come
don't
up
feel
with
like that's horrible.
Thieves continue to
This
run
is a
away with the
DoorDash.
search
It
and
should
destroy.
be. It definitely should be a DoorDash.
What are we up to? 4-1 now? 4 straight?
Yeah, 4 straight. And they're doing a lot of different ways, right? Just some aggressive rounds, slowing it down at times. But it just feels like they're very aware of their game plan.
Oh, he's 1 and 4.
They are dominating. I mean,
I
Lunar's
mean, not
has 5,
ideal, but
but they're getting
You got-
smoked. I mean, Hydra was
you
on
got
4 or
that
5
double
in a row
D
before
duo
he
and
died.
Envoy and
6 straight right
Ghosty
up for Envoy,
going
4 for Ghosty.
10
They
and
are
3
smoking.
combined. So,
Scrap just got his
and Dan
first,
has
I
2
guess, in that
plants.
gunfight
Oh, I didn't
win.
even see that. That's massive.
two,
I
okay.
love that.
That Kaj Huster bug will get fixed one day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chad.
one
I
day,
don't
one
think
day,
we
one
had
day.
as many people
Well, I should have known it was bugs since he's
in
on a
chat
6
earlier
and
when
he's
I said it,
5-1,
but I think
honestly, the number seemed like realistic to me.
I'm thinking we have Envoy and
It seemed like
Ghosty
close
be
enough in
the
my
double
head.
D
I was like,
duo.
yeah.
You know, Dan and
But that's
Bill.
impossible. One day, Joe. It'll be 2030. Advanced Warfare 3.
The double D boys.
It'll get fixed.
I mean, the scoreboard's definitely
Rotate
like
it.
bugged,
Have all
but
the info in it.
I
Scrap just
swear,
goes right
yeah,
through the
Scrap is
middle,
2 and
so
4.
This is
Okay.
on Kiz. What does he
Make it
finally find?
3,
Scrap
3 and
does
4.
not expect that.
No, not at all. When do you ever get killed like that? Like with all your teammates over towards A and they just run up through mid like that? He's like, okay.
Oh my
And then Envoy,
gosh.
he's dancing
Give me
on
one
you.
more.
Oh, don't let him do it to you, fellow. Once again, last alive.
That would have been nice.
I guess 3 in a row where fellas
That
had to
would've
try
been
and be
fire.
the hero, not able to walk away with anything, not really any winning scenarios, but it's another dominant round for Thieves and their turnaround search and destroy.
Yeah, you can
They're
just
going to win
tell-
championships. That is to be
tell
why.
This is where they've put so much time in.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, our
during the week when
S&D
they're
is looking
scrimming,
good.
They're always setting up an S&D scrim.
I mean, to be fair,
our
our red card,
focus,
our
and
red card S&D
it
was.
just looks clean.
It does. It does.
I felt like decent
These rounds
already.
have
I think
not
it could have
really-
been
not
better,
really been close at all.
but I think it was already decent.
We've had some blowouts in search and destroy this year. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's been a couple like 6-0 smoke
If
shows,
Envoy
but they win
and
this one 6-1,
Ghosty
and
are
it
turning
stands
up
like
in
it has. This has
S&D,
been as close
I
to
mean,
as good as it gets in search.
that's a great sign for us. Same with, I mean, Hydra as well. Hydra is
See if
probably
LG
like
can get a second one.
still, I think, is the big
Deep on the
factor in like
concrete
all
as
of
they get forward.
the series,
Hydra's
like
gonna
the
go through
entire
his
series.
outlets,
But I
gonna
think
have to hear
Hydra's
back.
a
They're
big,
taking
Taking
give
a
it
lot
up.
of risks. They're just
big
trying out
impact
different
player
things.
Just gonna end
here
up maybe killing
for
their two teammates,
S&D
the problem. Keep on
specifically.
going, guys.
I thought Kiz was maybe going to hear him slide, but doesn't. So now you have, Hydra behind you.
And they're gonna be like, "What the hell, guys?" Well, see, listen here. We were
This might
following-
work out, though, because I was going to say, Scrap can expect 2 here. Maybe not the second, but finds 1.
In
and then you
3v2,
lose
we
your
still
other two
got
players, though.
still
on
got
the other
Dan
side of
and
it.
Dill.
2-2 versus
Never
2.
mind, we still have Dan.
Go as Lunars gives them a better chance than this with the kill. Now on Hydra and Ghosty potentially for a retake, but
Let's
Bomb's
see if
not
Hydra
been
can
playing
get
yet.
anything here. I don't think they're ready for him.
For Hydra. I think number 8 Lunars was just looking at this.
He doesn't get the kill.
No.
This gets away from him.
Yeah, absolutely gets away from him. Thought he had a freebie and
Clutcher kick.
not going to be the case at all. Ghosty, his chance to clutch.
Whoa, that
not
would have
gonna
been
happen.
disgusting,
LAG,
bro.
another-
Those would have been disgusting shots.
I knew he had to be laughing. He's like, boy, yeah, that's on me. That's on me.
Scrap definitely called his ass out, bro.
Yeah, he
Scrap
knows
was
it.
on
He
Scrap was
knows it.
on that
Those shots
Hydra
were not
pop and
good.
he called his ass
Not
out.
good. You know, I'm sure it's that situation.
That's like that clip
we
that
always
they
say,
show
like, he's thinking
from
about the next
Envoy
gunfight.
where
He's
he
thinking
was
about
just
snapping
like
the next player.
he's
like,
like
I have to
whiffing
get
on
this one, and
everybody.
where's the next one? Actually, I don't know
And,
if that's the case. I think it's just the
I think it's
door
like
tracking's a
Toby
little off.
Yeah,
is
the
like
slide up.
oh he was shooting the piss.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Or shooting the guff or whatever
And
they,
even the best
they said it
players in the
was. That
world
might have
can
been
look like
insight.
absolute
I thought it was
bots.
one of those where you're like looking to
That's like the
snap, and I
same
was the case at
situation.
all.
No, he was looking at the next
No.
snap on the Lunars. worse.
Yeah. Next snap on the same player you already snapped on. Yeah. That one's tough, but thankfully you're up 5-2. Scrap just destroyed the floorboards.
Not often you see
Kid just slid at his kneecaps.
Yeah.
you see that happening to a guy like Hydra. Nice.
Envoy though brings them back 3 versus 3 now. Kind of a 2-on-2-ish towards the point.
Bad
Ball
timing.
from Johnny. If Johnny can get there, Johnny might not need to get there, or will he?
Good trade, though.
Hydra up. His turn to maybe make the play. 2 versus 2 we go. They're just pausing here for a second, showing those great shoulders they've shown the entire time. Very
Yeah, or maybe
fit
he's watering the
shoulders.
plant.
Oh, he could have been watering the plant, Joe, but how would he be? Never mind. Never mind, Joe. We pause for a moment, 30 to go. They've got to work the plant. They're hoping they're going to
Gotta
catch
make a
somebody,
play
but
here.
LAG have kind of posted up as well. Pressure to Thieves, obviously, to get this bomb down. Now they're going to have to go. Holding stage side with an angle on this is going to be Johnny. They'll get that bit of information. And, well, the wall bang is in.
What
and
a
Johnny's
pick.
like, I thought I had info for free. Instead, he gets dropped. Kiz now.
Oh, he sees Ghosty. Knows one's on the bomb, so he had to get rid of the nade.
Whoa.
He's got both guns.
Kismet was built for this.
Just neither is an easy gunfight.
99 Kiz.
Whoa.
Whoa. Imagine he just died.
That would have been a play.
Both players get tags in, so try to get back to full or get an angle on Ghosty. Both gunfights are atrocious and
Nice.
not going to be able to do anything with it. Scrap shooting the floor, Hydra's shooting Ghost, but they're winning at 6-2.
Hydra's chirping the Kiz.
Up 2-0 in the
Hydra
series,
was
and they went on a
chirping the
stretch there,
Kiz.
4 or 5 straight rounds. It looked real clean.
No, it didn't. Yeah, you just
Another
love what
good
you're seeing
SND
the
from
game,
the
sort of.
boys. We love
They
to see
know
that.
what information that they have. They're playing around that info. All right, when we're starting to push up on this side,
Know
this
what they
part of the
say,
map is open. It
SND
just
wins
feels like they're
championships.
ready for anything right now.
Yeah, and this isn't the team. I think they've learned, you know, you go back to when they played
SND
Vegas during the
does,
qualifier
in fact,
too, and the only
win
map they lost was the
championships,
Skyline
folks.
Search, where they literally threw their lives away, didn't take it seriously. We're like, we don't respect these guys. We're not gonna try. Basically, is what I saw here. Like, it wasn't that. It wasn't.
At least we get another
They were
match
playing
day
for
on
the dub. They were
Sunday.
playing to work on
Yeah,
SD
this.
strats.
I mean, this one
Outside
is
of a couple of gunfight blunders,
flying
they
by.
were dominant.
This one is
And
flying
I think it'd be
by
very
for
easy to
sure.
take that same attitude in this matchup. Honestly, LAG versus the old Valkyrie seemed like there's not a whole lot of difference there.
Yeah, I mean, that was a little different.
Okay, there are levels to bad, and that might have set the bar of bad, but like LAG's not that much above that bar. Like,
well, I more meant like sort of the effort from Thieves, because like you can still like try things.
oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
yeah, like
they
try.
were, like-
No, they were literally 4 hitting like
Yeah,
all 4
there
hitting
was-
underground. No, they were trolling. Yes.
Yeah.
They were straight up trolling. No,
Yeah.
it's the worst thing I've ever watched. But it is 2-0 for Thieves. We thought this would be a fast 3-0. It is looking that way. I'm not really sure what the desk is going to break down. Probably something from that map 1.
I'm going to try and buy us time.
We got a good breakdown from map 2, actually.
Should we jump into it?
Sure.
I'm ready.
Sure.
Oh, we're doing highlights first of map 2. Yeah, honestly, I thought Thieves played this excellent. I mean, there were some awesome strats, which we'll jump to in a bit, but I mean, red card's kind of been a bread and butter for them for a majority of the season, right? They have some good pushes, and now they're
Wait.
evolving on that.
Al, I was
Would it be
banking
crazy?
on the
I'm
Guerrillas
gonna
to get,
I'm
like,
just
a
gonna
free
throw this
map
out
in the
here.
First half from LA Thieves.
If I'm
Kinda like they
calling
did against
if I'm
the
calling
Falcons.
Dan and
They're getting a
Envoy
little
the Double D
overconfident.
boys, would it be crazy
Not
to
today.
do a
Listen, I was there with you. I thought it was after that
post
match number 1. It got
that
really close for a minute. I was
is
like, it was me all along.
a
jinxing
bra,
the,
but
like,
it
roommates.
has
But from the side of LA Thieves,
Dan
we
and
haven't seen them
Dill's
play red card
faces
for a while, and this
in
is
the bra.
why,
Would that be
teams don't
rogue?
wanna play
Would
them
that be
on
a little
red
too
card,
rogue?
And they've seemingly gotten
I mean,
better at
it can't
There's
be
so
worse
many
than what
lanes that
FaZe
were just
posted,
abused throughout the entirety of this
right?
search and destroy from the side of LA Thieves.
It can't be worse
And
than what
also
FaZe
just the way
did.
that they were able to
With that
take
heat
over
map,
the bomb site
I think
over at A so
anybody who's seen
easily.
it knows what we're talking about.
And then also just like pushing it out consistently.
That's
as well.
entirely
Like, LA Thieves
certified
really
as not
approached this map
rogue?
very
Okay.
different way from the rest of the league. A reason we haven't seen it. And then that map number 1, I mean, it just seemed like LA Thieves just came out a little slow, and then were able to have a strong finish.
It was cool to see Hydra go from missing all of his bullets to turning.
'Cause I
his
feel like
game
that would be
back
funny.
on, shooting through the wall to
I feel
kill
like that would be
Johnny,
kinda funny.
Who didn't even see him
Personally.
coming. So after 2, it is all Thieves. But walk me through. Why are the Thieves up?
I mean, they clutched up at the end of the hard point, but the search and destroy improvements, we're going to talk a little bit about it here in the clip. Hydra is just free to kind of do whatever he wants.
Come
but
downstairs to me with
we'll talk about like the break off and then
bra
how
on my
smart the play
Photoshop.
this is by Thieves on the offensive round.
Trying to make the
so
graphic.
Many different ways to get the bomb down at A. We'll jump to the mini. He has Ghosty right here, who's just helping him gain ground and get information. He's looking over towards glass. He's going to peek over to see if there's an AR trying to kill Hydra. What happens here is Hydra, he's just going to position himself back here, right? And he's going to be looking. He's going to be watching the flank. He gets a glimpse on Kismet, who's trying to push in and flank his team. But meanwhile, while doing so, Ghosty had already left after Hydra gets that ground, and we're trying to get it down at A. As soon as the vision gets onto Kismet here, and he gets calm, you're going to see Envoy, number 3, is going to turn around and play for that kill on Kismet. Simultaneously, Paco's going to repinch them and find 2 kills. Just creative ways to gain ground and get bombs down. So you see right here, we're just getting information. Ghosty's like, all right, I got you there, Paco. Do your thing. Play for the info. As soon as he sees this, sees Kismet here, gets the info on that flank, I'm gonna let him go. Look at number 3 on the minimap. Envoy turns around for that. He has the info. And despite Ghosty falling in that situation, now you have Hydra who's flanking them. They have no awareness of this at all. They don't know anybody's behind them. Paco finds a big 2. Now we have an advantage. We're gonna be able to find this last guy.
All right, we're looking to close this out with this proto control here.
And you know what's so annoying to get shot in the back like that when you have no comms whatsoever?
Yeah.
You're just like, dude.
That's where I tell my team,
who
I'm like,
messed up? Like, who let this get through?
Like, how am I getting flanked on our side? What is going on? I don't got the answers for you.
I would have lost full.
Hardpoint was pretty close there for a moment. What gave you hope for LAG at the start of that, and when did Thieves take it away from you?
The fundamentals were really strong. The prioritization of the spawns from side of LAG were really good. It's just unfortunate that LA Thieves kicked up gear, and suddenly you have Hydra and Envoy going crazy, and LAG
are we thinking a quick 3-0 on the control as well?
Couldn't break a P2
on this proto control.
2 games down.
Beard is safe.
We could have just 1 game left on a speed run of a Friday. Can LA Thieves close it out?
Yeah, this would be a speed run of a Friday. I mean,
yeah, they're discussing
for my time, it's
they're the
only
best control team in the
3-10.
game right
Like,
now. 3-0 so far in the split, 27-6 on the season. #1 across almost every category. They dropped 1 to Toronto on a
you're thinking 3-1 Romano?
Like, that was 1 in a million. They're comfortable on all 3 maps across the board.
I'm thinking this might be a 3-0 map
situation
as well.
For an enemy team.
This is LAG's best game mode. Control. If they have a chance, it's right now.
8th in the league.
I mean, that's a valid point from Nameless, but Thieves are also #1
I had 2 pars yesterday. Joe had a
control
birdie and a par.
stats
We're learning. We're learning. Yo, did you hear
every
did you hear
category?
when he
I'm
said,
pretty sure they just showed
Hydra had assistants.
just about.
I thought he said assistants. Like they were his assistants.
Yeah.
And then I thought that probably was the New York team.
What do you mean? Oh.
Like Hydra had assistants.
Right.
Whereas they're assistants here. Get it?
Sure.
I kind of get what he's saying. Is that crazy? I kind of get what Maven was saying.
Yeah, they must have been tipping him, or I don't know. He was the hard carry of all hard carries.
He's saying on the New York team, the New York boys were personal assistants, like that type of thing. But he's saying on this Thieves
team, I didn't know what he meant at first. I was sure he said assistants or assistants, but you
are
say, dude, I'm a wordsmith, right?
assisting him to be
Man's just
better.
breaking it down, and I'm
They're not his assistants. They're assisting him. That's a better way of putting it, so it doesn't sound as confusing. I feel like.
Yeah,
I get what he's going for, though.
They're the best control map, and they're the #1 control team. They're 9-1 on the year on this.
Yeah, no, I was lying. I think
he was too.
Yeah,
it's pretty messed up for him.
Yeah.
Got that 2 times.
That's okay. We did
Not too far behind. I mean, when we've been flying through the matches,
it's a good time.
or the match, I should say, maps.
Benjay almost killed a duck though, or a goose, I guess.
Not much to catch up on.
He almost killed a goose.
There's not much to catch up on.
They were just right in front of him.
They were right in front of him.
Supposed to do.
Oh, it was inches away from me at Goose's life. Benjay doesn't respect Goose at all. Gooses. Geese. Map 3.
Benjay doesn't
Thieves looking
respect
to close
geese.
out with a swift day. 9-1. As you said, we're looking to push it.
You already have them spawn trapped.
Yeah, they're already going to be in the blend.
Yeah, that's a quick spawn trap job.
They're looking to get out of
They
it,
do
though.
get 2
Fellow
kills to
looters,
get out,
both
though.
ARs, both find kills. Next up, though, is going to be Envoy and Ghosty. So you deal with 2, and then you got the Dex 2 to deal with. They're able to do so. I mean, 40 seconds off the clock. Got to start working the objective.
Yes, you do. Got to start working it. And where's the working it going to come from, Joe?
Over towards A.
All right. Heading out towards A, LB Fellow. He's looking for kills top middle as well. He's able to find 1, 2 down, and now a chance to
That's
potentially get
unfortunate.
some objective work done. But behind all those kills, they've yet to really get a body onto the objective.
Yeah,
now,
that's a problem. They've just been slaying. Looked
Yeah.
at for like the last player. So now you don't have the player pushed up A.
It will
Should
take
be
that.
free reign of nades.
I mean, they could have had much more.
One ticked in, but Johnny's locked it down top middle.
Yeah, you're kind of
Damn,
hoping by the
good
time like
shots.
Fellow gets to the position he is, you got a body on the point. It wasn't that far after, but you know what I mean. Hopefully a little bit sooner. But now you've gotten into your setup, and you're starting to take advantage. Second tick done. Extension is coming. Comms
we're
seemingly
kinda
on
getting
point. Oh, that
cooked
would
right
have
now.
nasty from Lunars, by the way.
Kind of
There's one
getting
in the
cooked.
window. Quick little snap and pre-fire to pick up a second one. But
Okay, give me another.
You're on a Hydra.
Oh, that would have
I mean,
been
he just flies
diabolical.
on through. Chiz, though, does get the final kill.
That would have
A's
been a
done. So, nice little
diabolical
rebound there.
two-piece.
Yeah, nice little rebound after you were getting kind of slammed in spawn early on, or potentially going to.
Oh,
And
Scrap with
is-
3?
Oh my God. Well, Lunars gets 2, thankfully, so it's not as
Hey,
bad as it
Dan, I
could
need
have been.
you
That was
to wake
about
up
be
a little
4
bit,
dead
bud.
and back to the building blocks
Respectfully,
here in round
though.
1. Is Scrap gunned you, stabbed you.
Yeah, I mean, he literally just clotheslined him.
Yep, he sure did, Joe.
This is supposed
Nobody
to be
likes
your
being
game mode,
clotheslined.
my guy.
Doesn't sound fun,
Doesn't at all.
especially with a
Oh,
knife.
man.
Close on with a knife, yeah. That sounds horrible, Joe. It's like you're
I mean, they haven't even
Never
been able
mind.
to get close to B, though.
anywhere I'm going to go with that. It's just going to be stupid.
Oh,
I think everybody got it.
damn.
Yeah. Fight towards top mid goes the way of Thieves, so regain control of the map. 40 seconds to go, but no lives remaining, or no respawns remaining for LAG, just their current lives.
Yeah, I think the problem is like every time you retain map control, yes, you got done with that 8 point, but it just feels like Thieves just someone found a multi-kill and then you were right back to square one.
Yeah, they've made no progress on B.
Last player up
And
is
I don't
Kiz.
even mean like on the
Kiz
point itself. I mean
1v8.
getting to the point. They made
He's
no
dead.
progress getting to
All
the
right, so
point.
take the first defense. Nothing too surprising there for Thieves to get it done. This is probably the round that decides how this map is going to go. If LAG,
Yeah, if
are able to
LAG
take the
has a
defense,
solid
maybe things get a
hold,
little interesting. Maybe they can battle back
That
and forth.
does get a little.
I don't know. Maybe it comes
little
down to 6 or
nerve-wracking
something
for
for round
Thieves.
5. If they just get punched in the face on
Are
this
we watch
offense.
partying tomorrow? Yeah, I
We're
plan on
probably
watch
done.
partying all weekend.
Dude,
I'll
I'm
have
sore
to
from
set up a
both.
thumbnail for
Everywhere.
this stuff tomorrow.
I need help.
You're an old man.
Oh, sore. Just using muscles I didn't know I had. Dude, what are these guys clowning about?
Dude, we're
They're always laughing about something.
we're hitting that like LeBron bottle flip in the
Maybe
middle
they're
of the
laughing
game
about their-
type shit right now.
Major 2 finish. That's crazy. That's not bad.
Yeah, that was kind of rogue, maybe.
Still a top 4.
Is that good enough for this team, Joe?
Watch
Alright.
party with Dog and Z.
Nice
Yeah,
little
we
spray
got-
there from LAG.
We got me and Ollie
Just
just kinda kicking it tomorrow.
The early spawn control that
kicking it this
Thieves
weekend.
weren't really able to do. But it's 5 straight. 4 Guerrillas. Still keeping the pressure here. Wrapping around the backside is going to be Lunars. Or sorry, it's going to be Fellow actually wraps around the back, so he's still alive and well. But you've already got 6 life advantage. This has been brilliant out of LAG so far defensively, but we're still early in it. Fellow's going to be dealt with. He tries to wrap back, maybe to deal with people.
We got
towards
Dan
him.
with a
Finds the bad
sub.
timing.
This is gonna be the question now. Like once you start to get forward, if you are LA Thieves, how does LAG get out of this?
Yeah.
Or can
There
they?
you
Or is
go.
the objective just gonna get done that quick? This is kind of your setup that you want, but Envoy's going to get found out by Kismet. Kismet having a good game. Solid one right now.
Both looking at the same thing, boys.
Maybe you can
Nice.
contest this for a bit. It's all down to Josie's gonna have the help though of Envoy.
And Envoy's going to fly at it. He's going to lose the fight, but alleviates pressure from Ghosty for now. His trophy is probably doing the most work and keeping him up. Lunars hitting him down. Ghosty needs help. Hydra's trying to. Envoy's going big this time. Couldn't win the gunfight. First Fellow last time around. This time Envoy
Dude,
takes out
Envoy,
everybody. He
huge.
kills all 3 players around Ghosty. Brilliant job by Ghosty playing his
Huge
life. Being
plays
calm
from
to his
Dill there.
teammates, and the help comes in. Now it's still going to be a difficult round to win. You're down 3 lives. Make it 4. Still a lot to do, but you've got a chance behind the Ghosty play and the teamwork.
Yeah, it's just
big
really it's just a
win.
great job by Dan to just play his life. I mean, so we talk about in control. Can you buy an opportunity in this
Okay,
time?
Dill's getting active.
It's Envoy's turn over towards the
I
B
like
zone.
to
He's
see
able
that.
to find a double now. All focus over to him because they dealt with the players. So LAG coming off a spawn and they have to retake this. They want a chance in this map.
Got the one
Here
quick
goes the
ticket
first
tonight.
retake
Gotta
chance.
Take a quick trip. Oh god.
Envoy gets plucked right away. Ghosty gets 1, but has to back
Think I know
up.
what
Not
that
a lot of help
means.
there close. They're still fighting for top mid control, and Scrap loses the fight. Once again, Ghosty playing his life so well, though. Just extend a presence out towards these objectives. just been a thorn in their side for the past minute and a half.
Just not giving them an easy gunfight at all.
And he should be coming. The Kiz
Yeah,
may
we
got
should,
through. I
yeah,
think
we
he's
should
getting
know
hunted
that
by
Kiz
Hydra.
is
Hydra
in our
lost.
base here.
They're all looking for him.
Yeah. Now it's
Okay.
Kiz's turn to be elusive.
Still
Still 40
song.
seconds to go. Kiz is going to walk away with
Still
the kill.
haven't gotten Kiz,
Despite
though.
getting spotted early on in his route, he manages to get away, get through, and continue the strong map you talked about. 18-11. All right, 5 versus 6 now. Tick advantage does go to Thieves because you got that one. No respawns remaining. They just got to deal with Kiz, and they've not been able to deal with Kiz.
I feel like they've seen him multiple times, knowing his location, but it doesn't matter. Great shots
30
on
seconds,
Hydra.
2v4.
Up the zip,
We've
but
done
still
this before.
Possible. 2 versus 3. It's really, what's the call? Looks like they're going to try to hunt down Ghosty here. One player's already through. That's going to be Johnny. Scrap gets
Big
another
wins
pick,
from
though.
Scrap here.
You just have to get together if you're LAG, and you just haven't. You
Scrap's like,
haven't picked apart.
give me four gunfights. Cool. That sounds like a blast. Ghosty finds the time to get info on one. You're pausing the clock at 6.2. Both going to get on it. Just force them to make a play now. It's progressing
They're
so
both
much quicker.
front.
Second tick now
Oh,
going to be
that
done. Nice
knee.
nade combination there.
Oh, they
Scrap
line
getting
up.
all 4. 2 versus 4, and
Let's
Scrap's
go.
getting all the kills.
They line
And
up.
Ghosty messed up. Yes, it was a good nade, but the nade combination was his. So that's why he blows up. His nade sticks to the top of the ladder.
I didn't even realize.
So yeah, the nade helps on LAG.
I thought it
That
was
was
a stun and a
crazy.
nade from LAG.
Scrap just made some
there
huge
was a
plays
nade,
there.
But yeah,
Scrap-
and
Scrap
there was
got
a
some
second
massive
one
kills.
himself. But it
Dan
doesn't
kinda
matter. Just
almost
Scrap,
threw
yeah,
there.
He just slides on down and says hello.
Almost
No,
team
that's somebody
naded
I'd
it.
wanna
I
have
mean,
alive.
kind of did team nade
In a
himself.
1 versus 4. Well, okay, 2 versus 4, but like Scrap, if you're gonna get like a bunch of individual gunfights, like sure, he's like, yeah, this is,
I mean, you
this is
just
a
didn't.
blast.
Yeah, that's just.
Dude, Allie's over here videotaping me, dude. What's she doing?
That was a 2v5.
Is it because
That was
I'm
a
moving and
2v5
dancing?
round.
She's getting
Chat.
ready for the post game.
Oh,
You're
dude,
LAG, that
how about
can't
you
happen.
pay it out for your Instagram earnings.
You can't let that happen.
One more round now for Thieves
Damn,
to shut
Johnny
it down.
with
They can
3
do it on
though.
defense. Johnny, though, pops a triple, getting out towards the objective. Johnny trying to finesse this, some of what we saw Ghosty kind of do in the last round. Just stay up on this point. Eventually drops, and what, you get 1 tick done.
I feel like
But
Johnny
it's
and
a
Lunar
journey. It's
have
down 2-0
both
in
been
the
pretty
series,
good
down
for
2-0 on the
LAG
map.
since being picked up.
You fella pushed up again, right? We saw him on the first attack round in this position. A lot more impactful, though. He's able to find 3, quickly trade it out, but he's allows his team to get to this point.
Second tick now done. Progress. Slowly moving. Nice shots.
Before dead.
Did. Make it 4,
Brilliant
baby.
shots by Kiz, but yeah, everybody's
in that
dead, so it's not really going to
blendy.
matter. And now with the 4 dead,
Put
you
him
said,
in that absolute
because now you're in
blendness.
you're a little Thieves sandwich. You got Scrap from one side, Hydra from the other. Hopefully you're hungry, because they're hitting it.
Hey, yo.
They were hungry.
They were hungry. They're very hungry. They dealt with it brilliantly, actually.
They
we're
actually
Double,
did.
hitting it?
triple cheeseburger in front of them.
Even
and
That's
around
crazy.
one, there was a couple of times where it looked like they were in big trouble.
Neither team's really been able to pin the other end. We talk about like,
Ooh,
kind of
good
defense
shots
over the
from Dan.
offense.
There's another opportunity.
Four dead.
Here we go. We're going to do it again.
Chalk
Let's
it
go
up.
one more time. Are they still hungry? Because I don't know how big their appetite is, Joe.
Chalk it
they
up.
might be full off of that first meal. I think they have full bellies, Joe.
Yeah, I think they're full now.
Yeah.
Or are they? Kids is still eating.
Yeah.
I mean, even if they get this, though, they're not going to have any
any
lives.
Run up,
Yeah.
win a couple of gunfights.
I mean, I guess it's
The
not
problem
that
is now is
far.
They have 9 lives.
Yep. 13v9.
13v9 isn't like
Nice
terribly
win there by
off.
Lunars. Good movement.
Yeah, the
Coming in.
ARs, that's been the key to them getting out of those traps, has been sort of Lunars and Fellow at times, just winning some big ones. But this entire time, Chase has just been playing his own game.
8 versus 8
He's
now.
literally
Hold up.
playing his own game. And
Hold
now,
up.
Okay.
now there's going to be multiple
Are we
players
trolling?
on the B point, I thought, but Envoy somehow able to catch Johnny before he gets there.
And that's big.
Yeah, that's
'cause
a
it
big pick.
Slows down this progress.
It's
Envoy
3.
was a
I mean, Dill is
playmaker
making
in the
massive
opening
plays.
round. Playmaker on their offense. When he was covering Ghosty, I mean, he was everything in that transition. Now doing it on the defense yet again. Envoy has been huge for them, but he's playing a little bit of hide and go seek with Paco. Oh,
Nice.
how much HP did he have at that shell?
3?
Man, he should have probably won that gunfight, huh?
Damn,
Well,
Lunars
doing
are
the same
shooting,
thing,
though.
though. We have a
Okay.
1 versus 2.
Would this be a little 1 versus 4?
I don't think he's ready for 3 here, though.
Scrap. Make the play in the last round. Can Lunars do it here? Time trick.
Envoy knows. He got crawled out.
Well, Envoy is hunting. Hydra is hunting.
Nice.
Hydra, the hunter, closes it out. 3-0 on the map. 3-0 on the series.
What do we call it, chat? Put 3-0 today.
We respected your time.
I mean,
you can get out and enjoy it.
Well,
Maybe the sun's still
this
shining out there.
This was what was needed from the Thieves. I think if they would have won, and it would have been anything other than a 3-0, I would have been a little disappointed because LAG has just not looked good. So
listen, not a ton to add.
Big 3-0 win for the Thieves today.
This is about as lopsided as it comes. Thieves, despite Hydra's
that's what we expect from the boys.
Dominate it.
That's what we expect
pretty
against a team like LAG.
What, like 250, 190, somewhere in there?
And when you're like a team who you keep adding pieces to the roster, like what's probably the one game mode this deep into the title where you're going to compete? It's probably hard. Because everyone's kind of on this same page. You know how to play.
Yeah.
It's tough to be at the same level as Thieves, but yeah, they're able to compete. But where's the biggest gap going to be? It's in 2-3-5. That's where Thieves just look dominant.
And that should have been like a 6-1 and then a 3-0. Yeah. Thieves continue to look so strong. We'll see how they can close out this particular qualifier stretch, but there's a final little look at how that one broke down. We'll not see the rewind map 5. I still want to cast them because I feel like you and I haven't had the chance.
We haven't had it yet.
There's been
a lot of
I think like 4 or 5 so far over the course of the matches, but yeah, we
all right, have a good one, Gold. Yeah, we're about to hop out of here too. I was waiting to see about the interview real quick. If they have an interview.
Yeah.
I guess.
Good job, guys.
There's a 3-way tie for last place in my mind right now.
Yeah.
And they include Skies, Kismet, and Priest.
LAG officially worse than the Falcons.
That's really upsetting.
I mean,
And all
if
of
we're
them
just,
have a ring.
I don't know.
Hydra, the GOAT.
I don't know if I can say that yet for certain, but I think they're about there.
Yeah, this, I mean, this is
They're
obviously
about
an
there for
extremely
sure.
tough matchup.
Yes.
Right. They've had some good maps here and there throughout this split. Early on, let some get away from them. I mean, in this series, like, you had to win that map 1. You legitimately had to win that Skyline. You let it get away from you, then you got a red card where LAG's been lights out, and then Control where they're the best Control team in the game. So LAG
See, are we going to get ourselves an interview here?
And, you know, they get smoked.
Last weekend we didn't.
Back-to-back bad maps for Johnny. He got shut down in the series.
Yeah, it's not great, and it's especially not great when you let a scrap essentially 1v4 in a round 2 Control. It's just, it's not great across the board. I will say from the side of LA Thieves, I think that S&D, again, I don't know if we'll ever see them play red card again because that's how good it was. I look on the side of LAG and like where they were kind of contending. I mean, you're talking about around 11 versus Boston, you're talking about around 8 versus Vancouver Surge. Like they go kind of the distance in some of these search and destroys versus some better teams, but versus LA Thieves, I mean, just picked apart. It's absolutely
they've built themselves quite the search map pool now. Like the dealership looks good. Rewind was excellent from the one rep that we've seen, and then Aussie and red card. It's just protocol now. If they can get that down, it's gonna be tough to beat.
Do they even have to? I mean, I guess that would put them with a lot of control over the veto process.
Yeah,
like they don't even have to.
Not with plays like this. It's your scout play of the game. Let's take a look at the 2v4. Allie, you mentioned it. It was round 2. It was magical.
Is
Can
it
you walk me
really
through
even
it?
a 2v4 at this point? I mean, Hydra was playing 5th man with the nade, so I don't even know.
It was a 2v5.
Match class from the side, I guess technically both scrap and Hydra, but mainly
LAG are winless this split. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're talking like just this split alone, then yeah, I would agree.
For one playing together.
But
Like,
I think,
has each other's trade
I mean,
right now. It's a really awkward situation.
it's interesting because I do feel like this LAG team is better than what they had,
Like, it's weird.
but they're still struggling.
They make a play a little bit earlier, but yeah, it gets very, very unfortunate timing there. Nobody's watching the steps, and Scrap wins the big 1vs, man. You give him a 1v1, he's gonna win.
Envoy's starting to grow out his playoff beard. I'm liking what I'm seeing from LA. A very quick day if you're a Thieves fan, and if you're a Gentle Mates fan, well, maybe you'll stay up late crying about this loss. What is going on, Al? Would Omit Brooklyn beat this LAG team right now?
Probably. They just have no team chem
We
right
play
now.
the Ravens
They don't seem like they're on the same
Sunday,
page,
right?
and it's hard because it doesn't look like Fellows playing peak right now. Lunars has been pretty average across the board. Like nobody's having takeover maps or takeover moments.
I'm gonna go with
no team chem anyway.
And true or false?
I mean, they've made a ton of changes.
Vegas Falcons are above Optic, who is above LAG in your power rankings.
Ooh, I mean, that's a very tough one. I mean, I already said I think LAG is the worst team in the league.
Right.
So that I'll confirm that.
Yep.
I think Vegas and Optic are in a similar spot, to be honest.
So you're going to sit on that fence?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. I mean,
All
we've
right,
seen one
Hydra,
win.
that's all the time I can buy you with hypothetical scenarios. We're going to have Hydra joining us here shortly in the winner's circle. And what
Okay,
a
we
day
got
it
Hydra
was
today.
for the LA Thieves.
Oh, yeah.
Taking care of business against Kismet, Hydra's old teammate. Allie,
Yeah.
what was the best part of this Thieves performance for you?
I really liked how fast that control was. I was so confident in it that I didn't even leave this room. Like, usually we'll unplug, go to the green room, watch the match. I sat right here fully plugged. I was like, this is not going to take very long.
Was it protocol or was it a vibe check?
It was a vibe check for sure. I just feel like once you get beat like that in Search and Destroy, you're down to 2 in the series, and it's LA Thieves of all teams.
I think if you're LAG, you keep making roster moves. I think you go down to challengers, you try to grab some of these players. I mean,
Craze?
Does well, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, well, Craze is probably going to get snagged by one of these other teams. If I'm C9, I'd entertain that.
This is going to be a race.
If you can go in and grab them before they do, I think it's a good
Who are
decision.
they saying?
Hydra joins us live. The richest Frenchman to ever grace Call of Duty outside of Kataga, Broken, and well, a few other guys who do YouTube. Hydra, welcome to the show.
Hi guys, how you guys doing?
Very good. You were quite fun to watch. Can you walk me through the red card play, though? You were giggling to yourself. What happened?
I saw a dead body on my left. I thought I had the free kill, so I just, just freak out and didn't finish the kill.
Just freak out. I'm gonna.
Oh no! Production's
Oh,
on
my
top
God.
of it. Dead
We
body.
don't have to watch it back.
We don't have to watch it back, he
We have to
said.
do this.
Oh, the giggle's worth it, though. You look so wonderful at the
Hydra,
top right
it's not
there.
often we get to poke a little fun at you because you guys are so good at the game, and I want to ask you about that. It's
Yeah,
kinda
that is
like,
the coach in the
we
back.
got to talk to Scrap, and he said that like at the past major, because you guys were put in uncomfortable situations for one of the only times that it's really happened is why you got caught off guard. How have you guys been trying to counter that heading into Major 3? Because you've still been basically dominating teams.
I mean, we've been working on our comms when we are in bad position in game. We're getting spawn
They're
trouble
playing
protocol or whatever,
ping pong.
making sure we have a game plan, working on the bad situation instead of just working on all the good situation that we are on every day.
Yeah, Hydra, you guys were insane in that series, and it was so fast. I don't even want to ask you about it. I want to ask you about the matchup versus Toronto. I mean, on land, online, it doesn't matter. It's a tough one for you guys, and you likely will have to play them again if you make a run in a tournament. What about them gives you so many problems?
I think it's just their play style. They play really different than any other team. So we just have to make sure we just go in and just play our own game, our pace, and making sure we don't change our pace because they play a little bit slower than other teams.
I'm excited for that matchup once again. Hopefully.
We will see you.
Hey, thanks
down
for
in
tuning in
Florida.
today,
Congrats
Romano.
on the
Hope
win
you have a good
tonight,
rest of your
Paco.
day. We'll be
Thank
live
you guys.
tomorrow
Have a good
for
one.
the
That is Hydra, one
the
of the
other
top
Thieves
paid
matches,
players
but
in the game, and for
we'll
good reason.
definitely
The
be
man
live on
drops the
Sunday
numbers
for the
to
COD
warrant
match
the
as well.
spend. Let's
So
take a look though at everything that happened here on our third to last day
all right,
of the Major
that's gonna
3
do it though,
qualifiers.
chat.
Wow, there's just 2
we
days
got
left.
ourselves a quick
That's
3-0
insane. I
win
can't believe
today.
we're
We
already
were
on
only
the
live
Major
for
number
a
3,
little over
and
an
my
hour.
Heretics that's there from
But
Major,
like I
they're
said, we
still
will be
looking
live
strong,
tomorrow
but they
for
finally got stopped in tracks versus
the
Toronto Ultra.
other
Now,
Thieves
this was a
matches that
banger
we
of a
have. I
series.
believe it's
advise you to
League
watch
and
that match
Val,
back. I
if
think
I'm
it
not
was a really good
mistaken.
hard point.
And
These teams
then
playing peak
on
right now,
Sunday
Toronto
we'll be
Ultra,
live
they're
again
looking to squeeze
for
themselves
a couple
up
of the
top.
different
Really
Thieves
excited to see
matches
them
that are
play
going on,
land once
including
again, especially
LAT.
against some of
So
these top teams,
be on the
because they've
lookout
had
for
some
that.
really
I hope to
solid
see you
W's
guys
during
in
this
those.
Yeah, I mean, if we're
And I
talking
hope you
about
all
just
have
this
a
split,
good rest
Toronto's
of your
been
day.
the best team
Peace
in
out,
the league,
guys.
in my opinion, right? So they've taken down some really good teams, and they're championship ready. Controls improving. You heard CleanX talk